Hello, people. Great to be back. This is your boy Big Ben. Um, Looking to discuss chapter 14 of my very first book called Complete Project. So this is it. Just in case you've never seen it before and you want to get your own copy, that's what it looks like. So chapter 14 is what I titled to be God, what you are committed to. So the fear of commitment is very hard to break in the life of a lot of people. So in this chapter, I was talking about in the importance of guarding what you are committed to. Not necessarily what has been committed to you, but what you are committed to. So I looked at, what was committed to you too is applicable in this, but I called it that way for a reason. So I was looking at the life of Joseph and the life of Jesus, their stars, and how God helped them to guard their star. Joseph was sold to slavery in Egypt because of the wickedness of his brothers. God helped him to protect his star. You know, when God delivered him out of that pit, it was God that was guarding, helping him to protect what he was committed to. When God rescued him from the hand of Potiphar's wife, who cried rape when it was all a lie, it was God that was helping him to guard what he was committed to. In the life of Jesus Christ, we looked at how Herod wanted to worship Jesus Christ in deceit, but his plan really was to kill baby Jesus. And then those wise men from the east, helped to guard what they were committed to. They were committed to Jesus Christ, so they did not allow Herod to get anywhere near Jesus because of the leading of the Holy Spirit. Because the way they were led away from Herod to going to baby Jesus, it was all the leading of the Holy Spirit. So that way, God also helped them to guard what they were committed to. And then I looked at the 80-20% rule in marriage. I don't know if some of you might have heard of it. And then I was discussing about it, how people who are married, or who want to get married, so the expectation is that they want their spouse to be 100% perfect at the time they're newly married. I'm not talking about when they now begin to work it out. I've looked at all of those things, how the devil can deceive people, and your spouse already has the 80% that you want, so the 20% that you desire is not there, or is there but you've not cultivated it. And I'm talking about vice versa. That's why I use the word spouse. So the enemy can also deceive people to go into another person's lane, looking for the remaining 20%. They're leaving the 80% behind, just because of the quest of, or the hunger of the 20%. I looked at all of these, how people fail to guard what they are committed to. When you're married, you are committed to your spouse. So that 20%, you can, even if it's not there, or if it's there, you need to cultivate it. That's what you need to do. If it's not there, then stick to that 80%. Don't let the devil deceive you into leading you to somebody else who has that 20%, but they lack the 80% or whatever it is. At the end of the day, that's how people end up, well, with the issues they end up with in their marriage. So I looked at all of this, and when you buy this book and you read it, you will see what it means to be able to guard what you are committed to. Thank you, and God bless you. Let's move to the next chapter.